how we revolutionized our Bible school program and ministry training. Through years of ministry experience, observation of church needs, and commitment to biblical discipleship, we recognize that traditional Bible school education often needed renewal. In response, we intentionally developed innovative approaches that transformed both the structure and methodology of our Bible school. The following principles and strategic steps summarize how we revolutionized our educational program and ministry training system. Number 1, we shifted from institution-centered to mission-centered education. Traditional Bible schools often emphasize academic completion and classroom instruction. We intentionally shifted our focus toward preparing believers for actual ministry deployment. Sure. Principle. We train people for ministry service, not merely academic completion. How we applied this. We designed courses that directly prepare students for ministry engagement, including Christian education, Christian counseling, missions and evangelism, specialized ministry. Students are continuously encouraged toward preaching and teaching, counseling ministry, evangelistic outreach, discipleship work, church ministry involvement. Result. Our students do not simply graduate with certificates. They become active workers, teachers, counselors, evangelists, and ministry partners. Number 2, we made theological education accessible to ordinary believers. We recognize that many believers who desired ministry training could not attend traditional seminaries because of financial, geographic, or scheduling limitations. Principle. We remove unnecessary barriers so more believers can receive ministry training. How we applied this. We implemented flexible learning systems, community-based learning structures, practical ministry-focused modules, modular and concentrated teaching schedules, opportunities for lay members and working adults. Result, many individuals who could never attend formal theological schools now have access to ministry education. This reflects the biblical mandate, open quote, to equip the saints for the work of ministry, Ephesians 4, close quote, close quote. Number 3, we integrated academic learning with practical ministry experience. Many educational institutions separate theological learning from actual ministry practice. We intentionally connected both. Principle, learning must immediately translate into ministry action. Our methods include sermon and Bible study preparation classes, practical ministry assignments, outreach participation, counseling exercises, evangelism exposure, real ministry application projects. Result, our students gain practical ministry competence, not simply theoretical knowledge. Number 4, we developed specialized programs instead of generic Bible training. We observed that churches require workers with specialized ministry competencies rather than only general theological knowledge. Principle, we train believers according to calling and ministry function. Our specialized programs include Christian counseling, missions and evangelism, specialized ministry, Christian education. Result, students receive focused preparation that equips them to respond to actual ministry challenges within the local church. Number 5, we emphasized multiplication rather than mere enrollment. We believe the success of a Bible school is not measured by enrollment numbers alone, but by the multiplication of ministry workers. Principle, a Bible school succeeds when graduates reproduce ministry in others. Evidence of this philosophy, we encourage graduates toward teaching ministries, leadership development, outreach expansion, church planting involvement, discipleship multiplication. Result, our Bible school functions not merely as an academic institution, but as a ministry multiplication movement. Number 6, we integrated spiritual formation with skills development. We believe ministry education must develop both competence and Christ-like character. Principle, character and spiritual maturity are as important as knowledge and skill. Core values, we intentionally build prayer life, worship lifestyle, evangelistic burden, dependence on the Holy Spirit, Christian conduct and integrity, servant leadership. Result, our graduates are spiritually grounded servants, not merely academically trained students. Number 7, we contextualize training according to local ministry needs. We designed our curriculum around the actual realities faced by churches and communities. Principle, ministry training must respond to real local ministry challenges. Examples of contextualized training: rural church ministry awareness, community and barangay outreach, lay ministry development, practical church leadership, conflict management, disaster response ministry preparation. Result, graduates can immediately serve effectively in their own churches and mission fields. Number 8, we expanded learning beyond the traditional classroom. We believe learning should not be confined to weekly lectures or classroom meetings. Principle, education must continue beyond formal classroom settings. We expanded learning through audio learning materials, PDF course modules, structured article format lessons, practical ministry manuals, independent study resources. Result, students continue learning independently while also gaining resources they can use in future ministry. Number 9, we built a structured educational system. Instead of occasional seminars, we recognize that long-term transformation requires consistency, progression, and structure. Principle, transformation happens through organized and progressive training systems. Key features. We developed multi-week course programs, sequential learning modules, structured graduation system, specialized ministry tracks, formal academic recognition, progressive learning advancement. Result, students experience sustained development rather than temporary inspiration. Number 10, we restored the biblical apprenticeship model of ministry training. We intentionally modeled our educational philosophy after the ministry training approach used by Jesus Christ. Principle, Bible schools must produce disciples who disciple others. Biblical model. We follow teaching, mentoring, practical ministry involvement, sending workers into ministry, reproducing future leaders. Result, our educational model focuses on discipleship multiplication rather than information transfer alone. The process we followed in building this educational model. Step 1. We identified existing ministry problems. We observed the following needs: lack of trained church workers, limited access to Bible education, weak ministry preparation systems, churches needing trained leaders. Step 2, we defined our mission clearly. We committed ourselves to equipping believers, practical ministry preparation, evangelism and missions, discipleship development, leadership training. Our direction remains aligned with our biblical mission of building workers for God's kingdom. Step 3, we created specialized ministry programs. Instead of offering only one general Bible curriculum, we developed ministry-specific training tracks. Step 4, we simplified and structured learning. We designed lessons to be understandable, modular, practical, teachable, reproducible. Step 5, we connected learning to actual ministry practice. Every course is intentionally connected to real ministry service and practical application. Step 6, we expanded our reach. We opened opportunities for students from different churches, provinces, and ministry backgrounds. Step 7, we established recognition and graduation systems. We developed systems for certificates, graduation ceremonies, formal recognition, commencement exercises, public presentation of achievements. This strengthened motivation, credibility, and institutional identity. Core principles behind our educational revolution. Accessibility, making ministry education available to more believers. Practicality, training believers for actual ministry work. Multiplication, producing workers who will train others. Specialization, preparing students according to ministry calling. Spiritual formation, developing Christ-like character and devotion. Contextualization, addressing real ministry needs in local communities. Reproducibility, building systems that can continue across generations. Our educational philosophy. We summarize our philosophy this way. Open quote, our Bible school exists not merely to issue certificates, but to equip believers for effective ministry, spiritual maturity, leadership development, and gospel expansion through accessible, practical, spirit-led, and mission-centered training. Close quote. Or simply, open quote, training believers for ministry, missions, and multiplication. Close quote. This version reads more like an institutional manifesto or school philosophy statement for your independent Bible institute and would work well for a handbook, website, accreditation paper, or school